Please post the data or link, please, of this CBO testimony. I'll do you one better than that. Here is the Congressional Budget Office. You know, the CBO, 4.8 million would be able-bodied adults. 1.4 million people who do not meet citizenship and immigration status requirement for Medicaid enrollment, but would be covered under it in some states, and I would guarantee that is Sanctuary City. Let's talk a little bit about it. You can go to congress.gov, non-citizen access to healthcare. Healthcare availability. They put in there, qualified aliens are eligible for Medicaid and CHIP. Here's a bit of a breakdown for you. See, President Trump's big, beautiful bill did kick millions off Medicaid. But see, Democrats loophole in what they had in there, giving illegal aliens taxpayer-paid health care. Taxpayer-paid health care. A $1.5 trillion to reopen the government will go back for the ACA tax credits and subsidies, Medicaid, Medicare, and private health insurances that goes into healthcare for illegal aliens. If you go to Policy Memorandum 25-07, which rescinds and cancels the 7/23/21 p.m. 21/27 that had updated the agency's use of terminology regarding non-citizens. It's all in how you word it in this legalities, okay? They had directed the agency not to use terms like alien, unaccompanied alien, or illegal alien. This report discusses the eligibility criteria for illegal aliens, non-citizen populations for various federal health care coverage programs, including Medicaid and Medicare, and Affordable Care Act subsidies that are for private health insurances. Now, PRWORA, it created the term qualified alien, which did not previously exist in immigration law. Okay, now there's different laws. You got immigration law, okay? That qualified aliens are LPRs, non-citizen granted asylum, refugees, non-citizen paroled into the United States for at least 1 year, non-citizens granted withholding of removal, non-citizens granted conditional entry before, non-citizens granted conditional entry before 1980, Cuban, Haitian, it goes on. The Biden administration greatly expanded the number of immigrants who are eligible for temporary protected status, a designation that gives them the title, permissions to live and work in the United States and avoid potential deportation. This is where the Democrats are wanting to put that $1.5 trillion back in. That's why they are holding out with this government shutdown. Partial. They want civil unrest. But see, California is to spend $8.4 billion this year on health care for illegal aliens. Here's how it works. California will dramatically raise taxes on Medicaid insurance of the issuers. Okay, now that generates $16.7 billion in revenue for the California General Fund. Now, California is required to pay Medicaid providers the same amount as the tax rates. Now, the federal government matches those payments in California made to Medicaid. So, California invoices the federal government for $16.7 billion. The federal government pays a 60% match. California receives $9.5 billion. Then California spends the $5.6 billion on expanded state programs and $3.9 billion to put illegal immigrants on Medicaid. You don't believe me? Go here to the budget committee itself. They put everything out there. And Obamacare has actually added the Latino Pro insurance to their group, plus ACR. Go check those two companies out. But here is your CBO that you requested. Thanks for asking. Hope it helped. Country Crazy.